for tonight and see what this car will do. We're excited and ready to get back racing. We took off last week, so we'll see what she can do. So we're going to talk to Brad for just a second and see what he thinks. So what do you think your chances are tonight with the Southern All-Star Series?
Right now I think it's hot. It's real hot.
Okay, so what does that have to do with you doing good with racing?
I think we need an air conditioner on the car, and I think we'll be a lot better.
But it being hot is a good thing for us because it's going to dry the track out. So maybe the track won't be so wet, so it won't be so fast. Us with a steelhead motor, it's just going to help us out.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Just have to. It's going to depend on what kind of track we get tonight. You know, I think if the track's a high 13, low 14 second track, you know, I think we'll be all right. But you know, you start looking at qualifying times that are in the low 13s, maybe even high 12s. You know, we're going to be at a pretty big disadvantage with just a little steelhead motor. But you know, I think we got a good car and all, so we'll see what we can do and see if we can put together a good night.
What are your expectations?
As long as I can start the show, I'll be happy. I don't care. I mean,
we haven't ran any super.
No,
besides we've qualified at Thunder Hill, and we didn't qualify bad. We qualified what, 12th?
Yeah, something like that.
It wasn't terrible at Thunder Hill.
It was just, you know, that night was a motor.
14th, I think.
It was
maybe
a motor night that night too, which that track's fast. And you know, we knew that going up there, but we just wanted to take a chance. Unfortunately, the rain got us, but I think we're going to take a chance tonight. I know there's going to be some heavy hitters down here. I've seen a lot of people coming and everything. I don't think this car knows what they want to do. But, you know, all we can do is try. As long as we make the race, don't tear nothing up, I'll be happy.
Yeah. I know a lot of people have kind of seen this year. We have traveled to a lot of different tracks that we usually don't go to. This year we're just kind of, we've got a good car under us, and we know that it can do just about anything we throw at it. So we're real confident in that in the car. So that in turn, what? Stop it, Brad. I'm fidgety and Brad's moving my arm. So anyway, we're confident in the car. So we feel like we can go anywhere with it. We've been to ECM, which we've been there before. We just haven't been there very many times. We've been to Thunder Hill. We've been to Mountain View. We plan on going to a lot more. We plan on going to 411 at the end of this month. What's some more that we're going to?
Crossville, Tennessee, Tri-County.
Tri-County's in South Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina? I thought you said it was South Carolina.
Brasstown, North Carolina.
North Carolina, okay.
Go back to Mountain View again for another topless race. You know, so as long as nothing happens, we've got a pretty busy schedule coming up the next month or so. And we're going to do our best to make it to all of those races and see how it goes. You know, of course, plans change every day, but we're going to give it our best shot, that's for sure.
So we're excited to go racing tonight at Talladega. We were off last week, like I said. We went to the beach, so we're just ready to get back at it. So we'll video tonight as it goes. We got some work going on, trying to get everything squared away for hot laps, making a few little adjustments due to track conditions. So we'll see how she does. one race after another, so I haven't had a chance to stop him in enough time to get an update. So we will be starting 19th in the feature tonight. We made it in through a B main. He was running 3rd in the heat race and was looking really, really good. And the car was just extremely loose. He nearly spun on every lap. So handling issues there. He did finish 2nd in the B main. They locked in 3. So we'll be in through a B main. That's fine. We're a limited car up against supercars. We do not have a super motor in. We've got the limited motor in that we've had in all year. So we'll see what we can do with the big dogs.
Hashtag dirt on dirt. As they get it to the Here are your Summit All-Star Super Late Models.
Recap from last night. Today is Sunday. We raced last night, which was the 15th. Brad went out and ran the Southern Allstars like we had talked about earlier on in this video. He went and ran Southern Allstars because we had an entry fee from Thunderhill and just kind of wanted to see what the car would do and kind of see what he could do. It was a 10,000 to win race. I forgot to mention that yesterday, so just kind of wanted to see what we were capable of doing. We got down there and in hot laps we were good. We held our own. We were up against a bunch of super motors, so we knew early on we weren't going to be great because the track was still going to be kind of tacky and they were going to outrun us, but we didn't. They didn't. We kind of held our own, or he kind of held his own. And for the qualifying, we went out, I think we were in the first group. We went out 17th and he qualified 10th. A car got thrown out, so that put us up to 9th. They got thrown out for being too light at the scales, so that put us up to 9th. We started 4th in the heat race, and from there he was running 3rd, and the car just got extremely loose. Driver was a little conservative on making adjustments for the heat race because he was scared to do too much, because he was scared it just wasn't what it needed, and it bit him in the butt. So car was extremely loose. He about spun out every single lap. So it is what it is. We finished 6th. We were 2 spots out of a transfer. They took top 4, put us in a B main. We started 4th in the B main, and Brad got up to 2nd in about 3 or 4 laps. So we ended up starting the feature in 19th position. Brad was picking off people. We had a really good car in the feature. He was happy with it. And 15 laps in, he had a right rear flat. Something about these right rear flats this year, we've struggled a lot. This is the 2nd time we put a brand new right rear on and popped it within just a few laps. But it is what it is. We made the show. There was 40 cars signed in last night. We were the only car there with a steel head motor. So we are definitely content. Our goal yesterday, like we had said early on in this video, was just to make the race, and we did exactly what we went to do. So what we got going on here?
A piece of mud.
That's like a rock.
That was under the carburetor, inside the intake.
Well,
What? What are you making that face for?
I mean, I'm just looking at this piece of rocky.
Imagine if that hit you in the head.
That'd probably hurt, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
You've had something come in and hit you before, or almost hit you. You hit the car. So while you're playing with that piece of mud, you want to give them your take on how things went last night?
I think we had a pretty good car for what we took. I knew I had a good starting spot in the heat race. Had some tough cars around me, and I really kind of played it conservative. Didn't want to make myself too tight and not be able to not be able to do what I needed to do in the heat race, and ended up hurting myself. Track slicked off way more than what I was expecting it to for the heat. Just couldn't get back in the gas, center off. We was good, getting in the corner and all, but center off, I just couldn't. I was having to wait on it, and so when we come back, we had to run the B main, and I knew what to do. I was kicking myself in the tail, while I was in the car for the heat race, not doing that. So I done what I knew I needed to do for the B main, and it worked out pretty good. We got to run. We was lined up right behind Ronnie, and I know Clint was right beside me. That's pretty cool getting to race with those two guys. I grew up watching them, and we was able to finish 2nd in the B main, made it into the show. That was our main goal. We knew we was taking a knife to a gunfight, and hey, all we wanted to do was make a show. We made the show. Didn't worry about making a hot pit or nothing, because we knew, like I said, we wasn't worried about running. We wasn't worried about none of that. We was just worried about getting in the show. So, we had the flat tire, and it ended our night right there. So I don't know if we run over something or what the deal was, but the 2nd right rear tire we've lost this year, that's
Didn't appear to be any kind of contact or anything.
I don't think it was contact. It looked like we run over something or something cut it or whatever, but it is what it is. I mean, that's one of them things you can't control. Just take it and move on. I guess I'm gonna have to start buying used tires instead of new tires.
So this is the part that nobody really sees. This is the behind the scenes, what we got going on. So we got a left side, right side. Left side door is bent too, but we didn't take the right side off, or the left side off. It's the right side. Fenders, just so he can get to everything and wash it a little bit easier. Tires. Here's our flat tire from last night. Got to get that off. Bent the wheel, so that will go to the wheel junkyard. Are your nozzle changed? Oh, okay. What do you? Okay. I'm not gonna ask any questions. So.
You gotta have the right nozzle for the job.
Oh.
Nozzle's too small, it won't work.
I get it. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get her washed up and see if we can get her ready to go for the Jerry Goodwin Memorial this weekend at Talladega Short Track. We will be running limited this weekend.
See, that nozzle goes everywhere.
Oh. Okay. All right. So you're happy with that nozzle?
Yeah, you gotta have the right nozzle.
Okay. All right.
See, we got 5 to choose from.
You never know what he's gonna say. So we'll get her cleaned up and get everything ready to go. We got some tires in there that's got to be mounted. So, well, we've got a lot of work this week. We got to fix just about every piece of body on this car has to be beat out and fixed. Spoiler was about to fall off. Show you guys that. Let's see. There's the bent. Hey, you're at me. Bent side there. And then there's the T-bar. And the piano hinge is just completely not there. So we'll get her fixed up. We got a lot of work to do this week. It'll be a late night, every night kind of deal, but we'll get her back going, and we'll see you guys at Talladega Short Track on Saturday night. Thank you guys for watching.